evening to all you fellow outlaws out there. How's your life going? Is it going good? Are you feeling good? Are you doing good? Or is it a tough time for you right now? What's going on, outlaws? How you feeling? How you putting it together? The world's getting crazy out there. Texas hates women. Michael Kenneth Williams has left the earth. Latinos are feeling underrepresented in the state of California. We got a Matrix 4 trailer coming out, though, on Thursday. Shang-Chi is killing it at the box office. So, it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag of positivity and negativity. What's going on? It's the Outlaw John Rocha here to hang out with you all so much. Enjoying all of you joining me right now, right off the bat. 22 people already live. I got my bourbon ready to go. I got my chaser ready to go. And I got my water ready to go. So I'm good. I'm going to hang out tonight. It should be good. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. A little bit. My producer's supposed to handle this, but he didn't do it again. So I got to do it myself. Well, at least at least this time he's not actually at a Yankees game. So there you go. Anyway, so there we go. There it is. It's so weird because I sit back in the chair and then I there we go. All right. So we're just adjusting the camera just a little bit. That's the game. Great to see everybody. Great to see Tushka. Great to see Chris Taylor Haskell. Great to see Travis Earl up in here. Travis Earl, who finally followed me on Twitter. Travis Earl apparently has been watching all my stuff, but I hit enough hours of content for Travis Earl to deign to follow me on Twitter. So I appreciate it, Travis Earl. Thanks very, very much. You're the best. And thank you for following me. And don't make any mistakes. What's up, Corey Cameron? Good to see you in here. Corey, celebration. What's going down? Hello, everyone. We're going to have some fun. Smithy wanting me to follow. Smithy, do something, and I will follow you on Twitter. Do something of value, and I will follow you on Twitter. What is wrong with you? What's up, Ben Rayner? How are you? What's up, Marshall Weeks? I love pork and chicken. It's hanging out with us. I dig it. I love pork and chicken as well. I like that pork with that rice. Get it going. I dig it. That's how Mama used to do it. That's right. Get that Latino pork getting on the recipe, the spices. That's the way to do it. I mean, if I'd run for governor, I'd put that in the mansion. Thursday night is pork nights. That's right, in the mansion. Pork and rice. I'd have flew my mother out, got her a house, set her up so she'd come over on Thursday nights and make pork and chicken for everybody. She loves it. She would have loved it. Let's see here. Smithy is doing something about. Here's my tag team partner. This is Aaron. Oh, Aaron. Aaron's in here. What's up, Aaron? How are you, brother, man? I'm going to make my first pour here. So we're going to have some fun tonight talking a number of things. I'm in one of my moods. You know what happens when I'm in one of my moods? Shit starts to happen. Shit starts to go down. And I love it. The Lady Outlaw has left me for 3 days. The place where she works, I'm not going to say the name because I got in trouble last time I said the name. The place where she works is making her go back to work 3 days a week, back in another city. So she's had to, 3 days out of the week, she's going to have to drive to that city and stay in that city to go to that job and then drive back and hang out with me. So this is the first night. I said goodbye to her about an hour and a half ago. I hate it. I don't like being without my lady. It sucks. We're not codependent. So cut that shit out. We just enjoy each other's company very much. And so it's going to suck being without her for the next 3 days. I'll do my best. Maybe you guys can help me out tonight. Make me entertain me. Let's have some fun. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff. As I said, we're going to talk about, as you saw in the headline, we're going to talk about Michael K. Williams. We're going to talk about, we're going to get into the Matrix 4. We're going to get into Shang-Chi's box office, which I saw again last night with the Lady Outlaw on IMAX. It's fucking gorgeous. We're going to get into Benedict Cumberbatch comments about straight actors playing gay actors. This is on the heels of this Jane Campion Western coming out. It's been all over the festivals. I don't know if you missed it, but my brother Jeff Snyder was on John and Wendy Explain the World last week. He was my co-host just for that episode. It was Wendy Lee's birthday. If you haven't gotten on Twitter and wished Wendy Lee a happy birthday, get on Twitter right now and wish Wendy Lee a happy birthday. She's one of the best people out there. We've been friends since the first days at Collide. People don't know this, but Wendy Lee interviewed me along with Dennis Zen and I think John Campia for the job of hosting those Flash after shows. And I think the other after show, I can't remember the other after show we were on. I think it might have been The Walking Dead right off the bat, walking into that madness. Or was it Game of Thrones? It was one of the two. But I think it was Walking Dead. And so that's the first time I met Wendy. We became friends. She was handling the invoices and stuff at the time. Then when I got hired full time, there were many a walk with her with drinks and coffee. I get my iced tea, she get her coffee, or we go have lunch and hang out. And now she's my co-host on John and Wendy Explain the World. So we've had a hell of a journey. I was one of her biggest supporters. Even when people there didn't want to support her, I supported Wendy. I put her on Mailbag. I put her on Movie Talk as many times when I was hosting as I could. I believed in Wendy, and look at Wendy and the movie couple. It is blowing up. It is blowing up, and she's been a great person in this sphere, great person in this space. And so she deserves to be celebrated and lauded. And I'm telling you, this movie couple is burning up the charts right now with subscribers and blowing up. And this woman works hard. She puts up her reaction videos. Sometimes she's up till 3 a.m. editing those, 4 a.m. editing those reaction videos herself. You know, some people can afford editors. Wendy is doing it herself, just like I do my stuff myself. You know, I can't afford editors at this point, but she's doing it herself, and respect to what she's doing. So I think it's incredible. I just want to give her some love. And remember tonight, Streamlabs Super Chats. You know, as I said, the Outlaw Nation Show is the flagship show of the Outlaw Nation. So this is my one night to hang out with you all and talk some shit, have some fun, hear from you all. And look, the Lady Outlaw is not in town. So the Outlaw can go all night. It's like the old days, in my 20s when I could go all night, son. That's what I'm talking about. Those were the days. I can't even remember those. I look, where are those days? Like way back there. Way back there. Sean's all the way back there. It's so far away. It's so far. Jesus Christ. That's how long away it was. But I would love your Streamlabs and Super Chats supporting the show. I'm going to put the Streamlabs address in the chat. I haven't done that yet. Sean Barreto, my producer, coming after me for that. Respect. I usually copy and paste. Here, hold on. Let me copy and paste and put it in chat. What would I do without Sean? What would I do without Sean? God knows. I mean, last week we struggled. We were struggling a little bit. I'm not gonna tell him that. I don't think he's listening. But last week we struggled a little bit. Trying to get some donations, trying to get some Streamlabs and Super Chats. I'm here for your I'm here for you. I'm here for your entertainment. I'm here to have fun with you all. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. We are right now 17,973 subscribers to the channel. We are 27 away. That's right. I can still do math because I haven't drank yet. We are, why is there straw in here? What is this? 27 subscribers away from crossing 18,000. So if you haven't subscribed, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button so you see when we're dropping all the content we're doing up in this piece. Uh-oh, I better monetize. I forgot to monetize this thing. Yeah, that's the way it works. Juicy. That's right. Like I told you, I'm in a mood tonight. I want to have some fun tonight. Maybe we'll go till 11. Maybe we'll go to midnight. There's 65 you watching me right now. We're going to get those numbers up, I hope. 32 likes already. I appreciate it. All right, I put the Streamlabs address. I just pinned it in the chat. Let me check the Streamlabs right now. Let's see. I got a feeling it's still zeros. For God's sakes. No, there's a $5. $5? Come on, people. Justin Toner says, hi, John. Between seeing Shang-Chi on Saturday night with my best friend and AEW All Out Sunday night, I had a great weekend. That's good. My friend and I really enjoyed Shang-Chi. Exceeded my expectations. All Out was nuts with Cole and Brian's debuts. Strong Style, gonna rock. That's right. We did it. We talked about it on Strong Style over the weekend. We have become all elite, Aaron Turner, which I thought was really funny. So yeah, it was a great weekend. I'm glad it was a great weekend for you, Justin. Certainly that AEW All Out pay-per-view was good. And it wasn't just the appearances. The matches were damn good as well. And the way they went down, the appearance of Ruby Soho in the 21-woman Battle Royal was incredible. Having Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan come back, Having Adam Cole surprise the world and show up at this. So someone tried to tweet at me that we knew for weeks this was happening. No, we didn't. We didn't know shit. You never know shit until it actually happens in professional wrestling. People have thought CM Punk is coming back for 7 years, and he finally came back and had a hell of a match with Darby Allin. For those of you who didn't watch it, it's incredible. All right, I'm going to get to the rest of your Streamlabs, but I had a super chat that came in here from Ben Rayner. I haven't seen Ben in a bit. Thank you, Ben. Hi, Rocha. I hope all is well. I know you're a fellow Lost fan. Goddamn right I am. Here's something neat about that show. Michael Emerson and the actress who played Ben's daughter's mother share a birthday, which is today. Just something neat and fun. That's awesome. Michael Emerson played Ben Linus, I think the guy's name is. So good on the show. That guy gave the show a second life when he came on the show, didn't he? He was incredible as kind of the pseudo villain of the show. The Island's the real villain, and was phenomenal throughout the last seasons that he was on. Just incredible. And I do love Lost. The Constant is still my favorite episode ever of television in any series ever. It is still my favorite. And it's one of those that I still go back to and watch all the time, along with The Sopranos, with Paulie and Chris losing, and Paulie and Moltisanti losing that Russian dude in the snow in Jersey, fucking Jersey. Sean knows what I'm talking. He's from Jersey. He knows what I'm talking about. Fucking Jersey. Yeah, AEW. Haskell says AEW best pay-per-view to date in booking and matches. Agreed. Young Bucks versus Lucha Bros was amazing. Yeah, that was that. I see somebody. Yeah, Jeremy say match of the year. I don't disagree with you. You can make a case. You can make a case. It's so true. All right, we got some more Streamlabs that have come in through. Let me read them right now. Keep sending them in, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs is pinned in the chat. It's in the description of the video. It's right above my head. Aaron Klister, my friend Aaron Klister, my brother Aaron Klister. Hey, Rocha, it's September. Way to go, Aaron. That's good. So that means 2021 Halloween has started. What? And I'm starting my horror movie marathon. So have you seen Dog Soldiers? And any thoughts? Personally, it's the best werewolf movie right under American Werewolf in London. Well, let me stop you right there. Aaron, I have seen Dog Soldiers. I think it's a Scottish werewolf movie. I think Kevin McKidd is in it. The dude from Rome, the dude from Grey's Anatomy. And he's in Trainspotting. He's the one guy who dies, the blonde guy who dies, the friend of theirs. I think Kevin McKidd is in it. Dog Soldiers is excellent. Absolutely agree with you. I don't know if I can go with you with American Werewolf in London as the second best werewolf movie. I don't know. It's a good statement to make. Let me see here. Best werewolf movies. I mean, Wolfen, that's in the title. Collider's got, I'm not going to trust them. Let me see. Rotten Tomatoes. Where they got? Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see what Rotten Tomatoes has. The Wolfman? Come on now. Ginger Snaps. Hey, to my Canadian friends out there, Royko, if you're watching, Ginger Snaps, that's a great choice. The Company of Wolves, that's a fantastic one with Angela Lansbury. If you haven't seen The Company of Wolves, that's a hell of a werewolf movie for sure. The Howling. Yeah, Howling is incredible. Werewolves Within, that's the one that came out earlier this year. If you haven't seen that one is a lot of fun. That's a quick watch, a fun watch with some great actors. Sam Richardson, Milana Weintraub from the AT&T campaign. She's in this thing. Sarah Burns is in this thing. I like Sarah Burns. She's a really good actress. Twilight? Nope. Teen Wolf? Yes. Van Helsing? Nope. That's it. That's all. And Wolf. This is all we got. Maybe I need to write a werewolf movie. Maybe I need to write the quintessential werewolf movie. And he's Latino. So maybe he's naturally hairy a little bit. And then becomes the werewolf. You can't tell. You can't tell. What about the Wolverine? I guess that doesn't count, the Wolverine. But there's got to be a werewolf. Is that it? Are those the best werewolf movies? We got to get something. A Wolf Cop. That's right, Wolf Cop. That's another great werewolf movie. Kevin McKidd is great in Journeyman. That's right. Journeyman was good. Criminally underseen Journeyman. Only lasted one season. I remember it was him and Moon Bloodgood. Moon Bloodgood is a fantastic Native American actress. She was in that. It was great. All right. Simon Section says, hey, Outlaw, thoughts on Michael K. Williams paying tribute to DMX on BET? Tragic irony. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Did you see Jeffrey Wright's tweet about Michael K. Williams passing? Oh, man, that was devastating. It was 4 words. and it was devastating to read, especially if you've been watching the Spike Lee documentary on HBO Max. In fact, when we're done here, I might pop on the most recent episode, which I haven't watched yet. It is so good. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Spike at what he does best. You know how Michael Moore can be a really annoying fucking documentarian? He injects himself inappropriately into his documentaries. Sometimes it gets annoying. Spike injects himself a little bit with the New York Yankees talk, or the Knicks talk, rather, the Mets talk, all that stuff. It's fun. But when you put that aside, the entire piece is still incredible. It doesn't take away from the entire effect. If you're not watching these Epicenters documentaries, especially as we're coming up on 9/11, we're only a few days away, I can't encourage you enough to watch it. It's detailing the last 20 years of New York since 9/11. And the first episode is all about COVID, and it will devastate you. It will devastate you to hear the stories of these people and what they went through. I can't recommend it enough. So it's phenomenal. And Jeffrey Wright is an essential part of this because Jeffrey Wright still lives in Brooklyn. Jeffrey Wright is still an activist there in New York and Brooklyn. And they have him talking about what he experienced, going down to the protests to stop people from setting police vans on fire. Jeffrey Wright was riding home on his bike, motherfuckers, on his bike, and jumped off. People caught him on camera, and he's in the documentary talking about that experience. He ain't just the watcher. You know, he's got a real care for his community, and it's there. And, you know, Michael K. Williams was from Brooklyn. So it's probably a massively devastating loss to not only lose a fellow black actor, and there aren't that many, who's successful, to lose a fellow brother in the struggle, and then to lose someone who is from your city. It must be a devastating loss for him that you feel in your bones. When someone cares about a city like that, no matter what field they're in, when they care about a city like that, losing a favorite son or a favorite daughter from that city is devastating. Absolutely devastating, because Michael K. Williams was so full of possibilities. And listen, I know I said this on the title that it's a tribute, and I mean that. All right. We've all read the news that there was drug paraphernalia found around him. That's not the focus of a tribute. The tribute is to be thankful for the time we did get with Michael Kenneth Williams, to be thankful with Michael K. Williams, to be thankful of what we were able to be blessed with, of the talent the man had, that people gave him the chance to display in The Wire, in Boardwalk Empire, in Lovecraft Country. If you want to go all the way back in his music videos as a dancer for Crystal Waters and I think Madonna, My Baby's Got a Secret, Michael K. Williams is in there dancing. Crystal Waters song, he's in there in the lead dancing. Queen Latifah played it on her show when she had Michael K. on as a guest. Lovecraft Country, he got nominated for an Emmy. The Night Of, how scary was he in The Night Of? 12 Years a Slave. An incredible career. Everyone's always going to remember Omar, but there were other characters that he played as well. And I retweeted a video that someone put up. Maybe I'll play it. I don't know if I'll get a strike, but I'll play it in a little bit, where you see him talking with all his fellow characters as himself, talking to the characters he has played in his life, contemplating what it's like to be a black actor and to be known for these characters when you think you have range beyond the characters you've played. It's fascinating. Really fascinating video to watch, to give you an idea of the black experience as an actor and as a human being in America. Truly. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate it. Yeah, I did. Sorry, just to answer your question. I love that. I watched it again last night. It's like a minute-long tribute with him there imitating or how can I say, characterizing DMX as he stalks along the stage, rapping and giving his tribute to the man, to DMX. And maybe I'll play it. It's only a minute. Maybe I'll play it. You know, send in your Streamlabs and Super Chats, because if I play these videos, you know they're going to ding this video, and I'm not going to make much money off of it. So if you guys can help compensate, I will play all the videos. Look, they tried to take down Spider-Man videos. Sean and I were there, and they put it back up again. You can't stop the power of the Outlaw Nation, ladies and gentlemen. You can't stop the power. You can only hope to contain it, as Dan Patrick used to say. Tim Sim, professional wrestling has never been more alive right now with AEW. I agree. 1,000%. I don't care what was it Nick Khan is saying over there at WWE. I don't care what Vince, all those people saying, man. You got to tell truths. And what we're seeing as analysts, this is not against, I'm not against the WWE. I want the WWE to be great. Right now, it isn't. I saw a guy post that he has watched every Raw since the first Raw was aired. And he says this is the most uninspired booking he's ever seen. That man has seen more Raws than any of us. So if he's saying that, that should tell you something is wrong. And there's a lot of confusing signs coming out of that arena, coming out of WWE. And I don't know what they're going to do to counteract this. I mean, I trust Vince. Vince has always found a way to step on his competitors. But hey, he's the old lion in the yard now. He's not the young lion anymore. Is AEW going to put this thing together? Or is AEW going the way of WCW, where they brought in all this WWE talent, and for a year and a half, they were great, and then started slowly fumbling it all away? You don't want to see that happen. And Kevin Owens today, apparently it's being reported, Kevin Owens' contract is done. So now is Kevin Owens going to go to AEW? If you got Kevin Owens, Adam Cole, baby, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, plus all the young guys, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, all that talent in there. My God. Those are going to be, every match at a pay-per-view might be match of the year level. When's the last time you saw that or heard that or felt that when you watched the WWE pay-per-view? Been a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Been a long time. Let me see what else we got here. Some more Streamlabs have come through. Tushka. What's up, Tushka? How you doing, man? How you feeling, brother? Flagship or stagship, he says. Excited for the ruckus tonight, and the chat is already rowdy. I love that. I love when the chat is rowdy. Let your freak flag fly. Be disrespectful. I mean, be respectful, rather. Don't be disrespectful. Be respectful. Be passionate. Let your freak flag fly, but be respectful. I'll be your big spoon if you need it, brother. LOL. How was your Memorial Day weekend? Yeah, you want to spoon me in the bed? I appreciate that, man. I'm going to miss my girl. I love spooning with my girl. I'm not going to lie. I'm a man. I could admit that. I love my baby. I love spooning with the Lady Outlaw. We dig it. Snugs is what we call it. That's right. I'm a man. I admit that shit. I still knock you in the face. Snugs. That's what we call it. We love our snugs, man. At night, before we go to bed, we always touch base for a few minutes, then roll over and go to sleep. And in the morning, if we can sleep in a little bit, we savor the 30 to 45 minutes we get. So it's nice. I enjoy it. And I appreciate Tushka, but you ain't gonna feel as soft as my girl, man. No disrespect to you. No disrespect to you. All right, Roberto Arsenal here. Roberto says, did you see Mick Foley's video today about WWE having a problem? It was a minute long, but very truthful. Saw Shang-Chi and really liked it. Still think Suicide Squad is the best comic book movie I've seen this year. Wow. And my hype and expectations for Dune are sky high. I have not seen the Mick Foley video. Sorry, Roberto. I was working on a bunch of things today. We are interviewing Kay Cannon, writer-director Kay Cannon, tomorrow for the Geek Buddies. So I was watching Cinderella and then just thinking of questions and stuff like that. So doing my homework. Also did our Shang-Chi spoiler review, which is up on the channel now. We dropped it earlier today. So I was very busy. Plus I was helping the Lady Outlaw pack and get our stuff together. So it was a very busy day, but I will definitely take a look at that Mick Foley video. Thank you, Roberto, for cluing me into it. I respect your opinion that you think the Suicide Squad is the best comic book movie of the year. I enjoy the hell out of it. It's a lot of fun. Definitely holds up to rewatches. But Shang-Chi, there's something special about that story, man. The father-son stuff, the family stuff. Not going to spoil anything for you all in case you haven't watched it. But there's a lot in there to really enjoy and savor. The two different places that you see in the film. There's just so much to savor and enjoy. But I respect if you feel that way about the Suicide Squad. And yeah, the hype and expectations for Dune. There have been some negative or middling reviews, but there have been a lot of positive reviews as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see it. There was a special screening at Warner Brothers, and a lot of people got to go. A lot of critics got to go. I am not at that level yet, unfortunately. I hope one day to be at that level where they ask me to come to these screens. I will drive up for screenings like this. So I was but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I did get the notice that I may be going to a screening of No Time to Die very soon. So I'm excited to see that. And once I can talk about it, I will talk about it. But my mind is going crazy thinking about going to see that movie for sure. All right. Thank you very much, Roberto. Much love to you. Alan Smithy says, yo, Rocha, I'm no badass Hollywood kingpin like you. Yeah. But I'm doing my best to survive in the Twitter sphere. Absolutely. And the YouTube verse. Glad to have your support with or without the follow. Thanks for having me on your show and always making me feel welcome. Smithy, you're one of the best dudes out there. Legitimately. You don't ask anything of anybody. I mean, you ask for a follow. But other than that, you don't ask anything of anybody. You're very fun. I love when you used to come on the show. I love having you in the Hangouts when we do the Outlaw Nation Patreon Hangouts. You're the best, dude. And the fact that you're playing so well in the Outlaw Nation Movie Trivia League, that must be a lot of fun for you as well. Yeah, and he's one of the patrons of the Outlaw Nation. If you're not a patron of the Outlaw Nation, you're missing out. We do 2 Hangouts a week. I mean, this week we had a holiday, so Monday we took off. But we're having the on-camera Zoom Hangout tomorrow night. We do 2 Hangouts a week. The shows are coming. So much is coming. We're going to make some changes to the tiers to make them a lot easier for people to be a part of the Outlaw Nation Patreon. And also, there's an Outlaw Nation Movie Trivia League, which is very fun just for the patrons. You have to be a patron for 3 months. And the people involved there kind of set up stuff and have a little fun with it. And it's great. So if you want to be a part of that and have a little fun, you can be part of it. And there's titles and championships. It's all just for fun within the league. And it's very non-toxic, very non-drama, which is a nice change of pace. And so if you want to be a part of it, join at patreon.com/John Rocha. Smithy is one of the best players in there because he knows a lot about movies. And Smithy's been trying to get into the FCL, but somehow the FCL won't open the doors for him, and that's got to change for sure. Thank you, Francis Dionisio, for the nice super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Justin Toner says, John, I watched my Blu-ray of Shakedown with Peter Weller and Sam Elliott, directed by James Gleckenhaus last week. There's a 12-pointer, 10-pointer. Loved it. An underrated 80s action drama. Absolutely. Action scenes were great. Loved the roller coaster fight. Great performances. Nighthawks is up next. Yeah, I loved Shakedown in the 80s. You know, there is a basket full of movies that the Schmodown does not ask about in the 80s, and they have incredible movies from the 80s that I don't remember. Shakedown is another one. I mean, it's an easy question. Name the 2 actors from RoboCop and The Big Lebowski who were in Shakedown. How easy is that, for God's sakes? It's so easy to do that. So much fun, that movie. It's a buddy cop film or buddy film, and it's so much fun. It ends up with some dude hanging off the wheels of a plane. That's how crazy that was back in the 80s. So just giving you giving you a little heads up on that film. And yeah, Nighthawks is fantastic as well. Sylvester Stallone, Rutger Hauer, Billy D. Williams. And I think that's Marcia Strassman, who plays the wife of Sylvester Stallone in that movie, Mrs. Cotter from Welcome Back, Cotter. I think. Correct me on that, Justin. Marshall Weeks is up in here. What's up, Marshall? How you doing? Says, hey, John, have you watched the trailer for the Netflix movie The Guilty with Jake Gyllenhaal? Looks really good. R.I.P. MKW. It does look good, Marshall. I agree with you. It's about a minute-long trailer, I think. I didn't think it was long enough for me to do a trailer reaction to, so I didn't do one. But I 1,000% agree with you. It looks fantastic. I love Jake. We were just watching Spider-Man Far From Home a couple of weeks ago for that stereo show I do with the Lady Outlaw. And we got to enjoy Jake Gyllenhaal again. I watched a little bit of Southpaw the other night when I was flipping channels. Fuck, he's so intense in that movie. He's so good. So good in that movie. That beard of his in Spider-Man Far From Home is stellar. Plus, the son of a bitch can sing. Have you guys, look, for you musical theater people out there, and again, don't make fun, I'll punch you in the mouth. His Sunday in the Park with George interpretations, his singing of those songs, I forget the actress who's with him. She had a CBS sitcom recently. They rival what Mandy Patinkin did with Bernadette Peters. I'm just telling you. They rival what Mandy Patinkin did with Bernadette Peters. A young Mandy Patinkin and a young Jake Gyllenhaal are really like this with their Sunday in the Park with George stuff. So just leaving it out there. But yeah, it looks really good. Looks interesting. I'm curious to see more for sure. Thanks, Marshall. Haskell, what's up, Haskell? Says, hi, John. It looks like KO is probably going to AEW. Yeah. Fightful says his deal's up in January. His Twitter bio location says almost there. Jesus Christ. He tweeted out coordinates to Mount Rushmore, then deleted them. Him, Cole, and the Bucks faction and PWG, Mount Rushmore. Absolutely. That's absolutely true, man. 1,000% true. Yeah, it's happening. It's all happening. WWE can hide all they want, but it's all happening, and I love it. Thank you, Haskell. You're the best. Aaron Cliss. Oh, thank you, Chris. Jesus, Aaron. Thank you. Says the Outlaw Nation will never go away. We tell the truth, watch movies, and spoon. So fuck off, haters. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. That's right. We do. We we tell the truth. We watch movies and we spoon like hell in the Outlaw Nation. Thank you very much. God damn it. I appreciate that. Thank you, Aaron. Jamal Bayless. He's in here, says, keep up the good work, Rocha. Hashtag Geek Buddies. Hashtag Strong Style. Hashtag Explain the World. Hashtag Reviews. Outlaw. Thank you, Jamal. I appreciate it, man. I'm doing my best. Fighting the fight. Trying to keep this channel alive. Trying to keep myself alive. Doing the work. Get more and more people involved. Get more and more credit for doing the work. And you know what's really important, too, is seeing the numbers. That's really important. These publicists, once we cross 20,000, these publicists will start taking a look at this channel a little differently. Today, I got 2 companies who emailed me about sponsorships. So step by step, piece by piece, we might be making some stuff happen here with the channel. I'm working hard. You guys know, walked away from SEN so I could focus on the channel, doing more reviews, doing more trailer reactions. I did my first pre-produced video for Shang-Chi last week saying why you should go see it in the theaters. So those are like little steps towards the overall goal. I got my trailer reaction for Belfast coming tomorrow morning, the Kenneth Branagh movie. I was finally able to get the block taken off of that. I lobbied hard with the studio. Who knows how many people are going to watch it, but I'm a massive Kenneth Branagh fan. So it was my joy to do the trailer reaction to that film that's coming out from him and got all kinds of buzz out of Telluride for sure. So thank you. All right, that's all the Streamlabs and Super Chats for now. Keep sending them in, ladies and gentlemen. This is fun. Love answering your questions. Love hearing from you. Love talking to you all. Let me see if I've missed any that I should be putting up here. Oh, I got here. Mike says, wait, what up? Mike, thoughts on Jeff Snyder's retirement? F Collider. Wow, that's a strong statement. Strong statement. A lot of good people still there at Collider, certainly. Adam Chitwood is one of the good ones. Enjoy Adam Chitwood, great writer. But yeah, a lot of people left it. Haley's great. Haley's been on. John and Wendy Explain the World. You know, no negativity there. But yeah, no surprise. Jeff was very clear. He texted me after he was done with the match with Chance and Shannon. And I wasn't there, so I'm not going to speak on what was said between who and who crossed what lines. But from what I heard, both sides crossed some pretty strong lines. And Jeff Snyder felt like enough was enough. That he's, you know, and I don't, how can I say this? I don't begrudge the man doing what he wants to do with his career. And if he wants to step away from the game because it's just not the game it was before, he's got every right to do so. Everyone's got every right to retire on their own terms, if you know what I mean. Everyone's got a right to walk away from something on their own terms, especially Jeff, who's given so much to the game and been a legend of the game. He's absolutely a legend of the game. I would have loved to have had one more match with Jeff Snyder because I've never beat him in a full-on legitimate game. I beat him in that celebrity game. It doesn't really count. I would have loved to have played him one-on-one. One more time, one-on-one, me and Jeff. Remember, it came down to that Black Phillip question, or else I would have beat him that time we played one-on-one. So it would have been nice to go back and take my brother on. But hey, I wish him the best. I love that he came on the show on Friday. You guys know I love Jeff. I have a soft spot in my heart for that son of a bitch because he tells the truth. I respect people who tell their truth and are not afraid of it. Don't kowtow to the interest groups or to the woke mob or to the MAGA mob. We've seen too much on both sides. He speaks his truth, and I appreciate that and respect that. And don't be surprised if you hear an announcement with the Outlaw and the In Snyder. Don't be surprised. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying don't be surprised. Josh Mabry's up in here. What's up, Josh? Good to see you, brother, man. Said Josh, hey, Rocha, one half of the team champs here. Oh, wow. There it is already. Bragging away. Just finished the latest episode of Only Murders in the Building. Really enjoying it so far. Love the style of it. Have you been able to catch any of it? No, I haven't, my man. And I want to see this. You're the second person today to tell me to watch this show. The Lady Outlaw has no interest in it, so sometimes that affects our evening viewing. If she's not into it, I rarely watch something she's not into because our only time to work and spend quality time together is at night. So we like to watch something we both want to watch. Just finished watching a show that I think I'd like to recommend to you guys. It's on Amazon Prime. It's Daisy Haggard is the lead. For those of you who've watched Breeders or watched episodes or the British show Uncle, she's done another show called Back to Life. It was on Showtime. It's on Amazon Prime now. First season, I think it's 6 to 8 episodes, quick half-hour episodes. I can't recommend it enough. It's very unusual black comedy sitcom type stuff. And it's British, so it's going to have a more serious angle to some of the humor within it. Even though the humor is dark, there's a serious angle within it as well. And if you haven't watched Catastrophe, 4 seasons of Catastrophe that are on Amazon Prime, I can't recommend that enough either. That ran from 2016 to 2019, I believe. And it is 4 great seasons of television. I'm telling you, if you've ever been in a relationship, if a loving relationship, if you ever had kids, if you've ever been married or are married, that show will speak to you on so many levels. It's Rob Delaney from Deadpool 2, the guy with the mustache who was trying to be part of the team, and Sharon Horgan, who's a great Irish actress, has been in a number of things as well. So just recommend that. But I will definitely check out Only Murders in the Building. Hey, the Lady Outlaw is gone for 3 days, man. So I get to watch what I want at night now. And I will definitely catch up on that, Josh, because I'm hearing a lot of good things about it. Maybe I'll do a review of it. If I get to watch all of it for sure. And I hope you all are watching Reservation Dogs on Hulu. I hope to God you guys are watching Reservation Dogs on Hulu. Let me tell you something. My girlfriend is half Native American. Watching the show with her is like watching the show with a historian. Like, she fact checks everything and she gives it a stamp of authenticity. So if you need any more reason to see it, take it from a woman who's Native American. She tells you that the show is authentic and funny and real. You should have watched this show. Plus, Taika Waititi is one of the executive producers on the show, for God's sake. You definitely watch it. So I would definitely watch it. Let's see here. Mom, Rocha really loves his European TV. I do. I love European TV. I like to expand my mind. I don't like to just watch American stuff. That's how you get provincial and thinking there are only good actors in America. There are only good actors that are American. There's a lot of great actors all over the world. They just don't get the chance to show or ply their wares here in the States. So just letting you know. Tushka says that as well. Yes, so much great native nods. That from my dude from Oklahoma. And Tushka's talking about Reservation Dogs as well. Let's see if we got any more Streamlabs and Super Chats that have come through. Sean Barrett. Oh, Sean. God damn it, Sean. Thank you. Sean's very kind. Sean says, play any videos you want. The nation has your back always. Thank you, Sean. That's very kind of you, brother. All right. We'll get to those videos. I think we'll get to those videos for sure. Chris Taylor says, Rocha, when is the last time you got... it's been a bit. Let me keep drinking, by the way. Hi, it's been a bit. Yeah, definitely before I left LA. And I've spoken about this, but when I was when my father got diagnosed with cancer, that's when I went on a 2-year. I'd never done drugs before. My dad gets diagnosed with cancer in my late 30s, and I went on a 2-year binge of just weed, no hard stuff, no coke or heroin or any of that stuff, but just weed and ecstasy and some Valium every once in a while and drink. And it was just through that process of dealing with that process. I enjoyed the weed. I'm not one of those guys that gets paranoid or gets all kind of unsettled by it. I enjoy the weed. I have a good time with weed. And I appreciate people who do. I respect people who do get paranoid, get unsettled by it. Totally get it. But I did it and had a good time with it. And I used it. And, I was going through stuff. And when I was done with going through stuff, I used it less and less. And now it's less, I hardly ever touch it. So it's been a bit. And I don't feel a pang to do it. But it's been a bit. And maybe some night me and the Lady Outlaw will try some edibles or something. We'll have some fun. Or maybe I'll be hanging out with my boys up there in LA. Maybe spending a weekend with the boys up in LA. Maybe I'll try something and have some. But it's been a bit, Chris. It's been a bit. Why you ask? You got something you want to send me? Legally? Justin Toner says, no, it was the Bionic Woman, Lindsay Wagner, who was Stallone's wife in Nighthawks. Right, Lindsay Wagner. Also, shout out to Outlaw Nation's own Sean Wingblade on his IG match in today's FCL show on Twitch. Between him and the Brennan, the Nation is taking over the FCL. Flaus is DOA. Yeah, you got to love it. You got to love it. Thank you for the update. Shout out to Sean Wingblade. Congratulations, brother. Sounds like you won. Congratulations to Brennan, of course, who's been kicking ass and taking names in multiple divisions. Multiple divisions. The kid can't be stopped. We train him hardcore in the Outlaw Nation. You want to be good in the Schmodown, you join the Outlaw Nation Patreon. We will train you up. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Join at the highest level you can. We will train you up. All right. Canada. Royko's in here. Royko. That's thank you very much, Royko. Very kind donation. Thank you. Royko says, I can't believe I'm going to recommend this, but I loved The Afterlife of the Party on Netflix. I actually teared up in the last 20 minutes. It was directed by Stephen Herrick, who did Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and The Mighty Ducks. All right. The Afterlife of the Party. What is that? The Afterlife of the... I'm going to look that up real quick. Let me see here. The Afterlife of the Party. Maybe we'll play our first video. Afterlife 2021. Victoria Justice? Royko. All right, Royko. I'm not going to judge you, man. I'm not going to judge you, Royko. If you really liked it, I'm going to respect it. It's written by Carrie Friedel, who'd written just a couple of TV movies before she wrote this for Netflix. As you said, directed by Stephen Herrick. Victoria Justice. I don't know these names. Midori Francis. I don't think I know. Adam Garcia, I know. Robin Scott, I might know, I think. Maybe no. It doesn't look like I do. I didn't see The Kissing Booth, so I don't know her. Midori Francis. Adam Garcia, I know. I've met him. I think I've met him a couple times, Adam. Let's see. Midori Francis. Let me see. Where's Midori Francis? If I know her from anything. Oh, she's in The Good Boys. I'm sure if I saw her in the movie, I'd know her. Oh, Ocean's 8 as well. Wow, she works a lot. Shout out to her. She's probably going to be a Schmodown question at some point. All right, brother. So you're saying you liked it. All right. I respect it. Man. I'm not gonna dish you, man. He says the other half of the team champs in the house as well. Oh boy. How is your beard longer than your hair? Look at that. Look at that picture on that avatar. Look at that. How is your beard longer? Come on, Royko. Get it together, man. Get it together. Yeah, as Sean says here, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so. We are at 17. Let me check right now. We'll do the running tally right now and see how many we got in terms of subscribers to the channel and see where we're at, because we were close. This is 18,000, but not quite there yet. Let's see here. 17,976. 17,976. We are 24 subscribers away from hitting that mark. So please get us there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, if you're listening to us later, subscribe to the channel and get us there so we can cross that 18,000 by tomorrow morning. I appreciate it. Come on now. Let's see here. We got any more Streamlabs super chats that have come in? No. All right. Well, thanks to the Explosion and Logan Spidey for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it madly. All right. So Michael, let's move on to Michael K. Williams, and please keep sending in your Streamlabs and super chats. Want to answer all your questions and have fun conversations tonight. You know, I've got the drink, so I'm rolling, having some fun. Look at these fat cheeks. I'm going to get rid of these fat cheeks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm working on it. Bought that Canadian bike. I've been riding it about 20, 30 minutes a day. That's all I can do right now. I'm so out of shape. 20 to 30 minutes on hills. That's all I can do. We'll see. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about this. Michael K. Williams, the great Michael K. Williams, passed away, surprisingly, yesterday. Was it 54 years old? I think he was. Just kind of crazy to think about. Sadly passed away in his home. Was found by his nephew, I believe, which is even more heartbreaking. They said there was, I'm not saying this is like 100% official, but some of the reports have mentioned fentanyl. Some of the reports have mentioned heroin. I don't know how much of that is true. And if you don't know about Michael K. Williams, he has struggled with substance abuse for a lot of his life, and he's spoken about it openly and honestly. I was reading this fantastic NJ.com article about his experiences and about what he went through to get clean. And it's an incredible read. And it was right around the time that season 3 of Boardwalk Empire was coming out. And he talks about the stuff he went through and where he was at inside of himself. And he said he woke up like on these mattresses surrounded by people who were getting over their highs or going through their highs or whatever. And he just kind of said to himself, Mike Williams, who the fuck are you? Is what he says in the interview. And he said that he wanted to talk about this. This hadn't been found out, by the way. He told his story. No one had found out that he had been, using drugs or anything like that, or had been hooked on or addicted rather to what he was addicted to. He came out with the story. He wanted to get ahead of it and speak about it because he said, I survived. He said, eventually I got so sick and tired of the charade. No one who was in my circle who knew me as Mike was allowing me to get high. I had to slip away to do drugs. I had to hide it. And he said, I thought to myself, why me? Why did I get spared? I should have been dead. I put my head in the lion's mouth more times than I count. He says, I have the scars. I've stuck my head in the lion's mouth. Obviously, God saved me for a purpose. So I decided to get clean and then come clean. I'm hoping I can reach that one person. Now, I bring this up to talk about this because addiction can be an incredibly dangerous disease to have. And it is a disease, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let anyone tell you it isn't. It is a disease. And to overcome it takes all kinds of strength. And I think we have to be aware that the battlefield, I've spoken about the mental health battlefield, but there's an addiction battlefield as well. And a lot of times it's tied to the mental health battlefield. Like it's the same battlefield sometimes. And how you need to look at it, how you must look at this is that everyone is on this field who has an addiction issue, mental health issue. We're all on this field, this battlefield, and we're trying to survive. And sometimes it's us on the other side of the battlefield. Sometimes it's the drugs. Sometimes it's our family members, our friends, or our enemies who want to see us fail, who want to see us go into tailspins emotionally or get into tailspins of addiction. And so what you need to understand is that you have to appreciate that we even had this soldier on the battlefield. You have to appreciate that we got to see what this soldier could do on the battlefield, how incredible he was in what he did, and the legacy he left for us who carry on his memory, who carry on the effect of having seen what he can do as an actor, as a human being, as an activist, as a person. We carry on the memories of these soldiers, male and female, who have gone down in the war, gone down in the battle. And yes, you can feel sad and you can feel heartbroken. But please find the time to also be appreciative of the time you did have, of the struggle, of the times he did overcome his addiction, of the many months or years that he was able to not slide into the hole. If it was drug addiction that actually got him in the end, that was his journey, his struggle, his path. It doesn't take away from the legacy he's left, nor should it be used as something for people who are addicts to say, see, there is no way out. We eventually succumb. No, you never know. It's what I tell you at the end of every show. You never know what's waiting for you on the other side if you continue the fight. It's important. Honor the soldier that's gone down. Honor him or her and keep moving forward. Your struggle is not their struggle. You may be dealing with the same issues, but your struggle is not their struggle. So offer tribute to the lost soldier, but also take the lesson of the lost soldier who's there and said and spoke about spoke about the journey of addiction, spoke about overcoming it, spoke about going forward, spoke about getting clean so he can affect other people. Because that one person you touch, You could save that one person's life. Doing the thing that I do here over the last few years, I had no idea what was going to happen. Getting into things with the Star Wars show way, way, way back when, the Far, Far Away, I think it was called, and to where I am now, I had no idea how my voice was going to fit in this sphere. But I'm very clear now that this is the voice I have to have in this sphere. I must have in this. I am called to have in this sphere. It's not from a place of ego or arrogance. It feels like a natural calling. And I want to say that because I'll tell you this. One day I may go down in the battlefield. But my words must echo in all of you that I'm honored to affect in any way. We never know who is going to go down. And you never know why. And you never know what the situation is or the circumstances that take you down a road like this. So savor the time you have, or savor the time we did have with those people, and respect and appreciate and hunt out the other work that they've done. Hunt out the other ways that they affected the world. And maybe you might get inspired to affect the world or to pick up their flag and carry it forward a little bit farther. That's possible too. And that's important to do. That's the best way to honor the memory, is to say, brother, rest in peace, or sister, rest in peace. I now will take this up for you and see how much farther I can go with it. See if I can make some change that affects one more person than you affected. You never know who you can save. And what I was saying when I started this business, I had no idea. And all the messages, when I started to get messages from people who talked about how me talking about my mental health stuff or me talking about certain issues very openly really affected them or changed their lives or saved them, it's humbling as hell. It's overwhelming. I feel so like, oh, but I also feel very appreciative if in any way, anything I said changed someone's life for the better, affected someone's life in a positive way, to either keep going forward or to take a chance on their lives, take a chance on their dreams, or take a chance on making a difference. If I've affected one person to do that, I've done my job on this planet. I hope to affect many people's lives someday, to help them pursue their dreams, be an example of what can happen if you keep fighting, that there are obstacles to overcome and you can overcome them. You are able to overcome them. And even if you overcome them for a little while, the overcoming still matters. The overcoming still is precious, still has weight. If it was drugs that took our brother Michael K. Williams, then so be it. But all the times he overcame it are still examples for people to follow. And it matters. And they should be celebrated. We always go like, oh, there they go again. Or, oh, no. We have to change that mentality. We have to be appreciative of the struggles that they do overcome, to at least be clean for a little while. If it can't be for the rest of your life, at least for a little while. And if they're going down the spiral again, you got to be there for them as much as you can. You've also got to take care of yourself as much as you can, and it matters. It really does. Simon Section says, don't ever want to see you go down on the battlefield, brother. I appreciate that, Simon. Speaking of, how was your back injury? Oh, I'm fine, bro. I'm fine. He's speaking about the car accident. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. No problems. Just a little sore for a couple of days or a few days, and then it was fine. Not a problem at all. Got the car back. They fixed the bumper. Totally cool. Am I paranoid to get hit again from behind? Yes, I will be paranoid for a few more weeks probably, because I hate getting hit from behind. So, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Yeah, Stormy says there was a Lovecraft Country panel discussion where Michael breaks down in tears. He was speaking about tough times he was having. My heart hurts for all those who love him. Absolutely. There were so many incredible tributes for him that were put out by people. And I'll read a couple of them because I do want to respect this man. I loved this man. I mean, I'm telling you, one of the first ever disagreements the Lady Outlaw and I had was when she didn't tell me what was going to happen to Omar in The Wire. And when it happened, we got into a heated argument about it. But she was right because she wanted me to experience it authentically in the show. And I did. And from that point, I'd seen Michael Kay in Boardwalk Empire. That's where I first saw him, and then saw him in a bunch of other things, and then saw him in The Wire. And, just incredible work all around. And a man with a phenomenal range. I think comedies could have been his calling if he'd gotten into that position for himself. Let me see here. Let me see if I could bring up that the DMX thing, so we can watch it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's watch it. Keep donating Streamlabs SuperChat, so if they take this video down, at least I'll have something to compensate the ad revenue I'm going to lose from this show. So I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for joining me. We're just about crossing over the first hour here on the show. Please hit a like on this as well. If you haven't hit a like on this video, I'd appreciate you hitting a like. Would love to have you aboard, and also leave a comment if you're watching later, and subscribe to the channel as well. All right, here we go. This is him paying tribute to DMX at the BET Awards in June. This was this year in June. Which one should we watch? No, I want to watch the long one. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. There you go. Oof, man. Feel that. Feel that, man. Feel that. Telling truth. Offering respect and tribute to DMX and the legacy DMX wanted to leave with his family, with his world, with his people. People want to put certain people in boxes, certain artists in boxes. You can't do that. They're driven by a different muse than the normal people, than regular people. You can complain about Tupac all you want. Some of the troubling lyrics, some of the things he said, but then at the end of the day, he's got the soul of a poet, and some of the other things he was talking about that were so uplifting and powerful for the Black community as a whole. Michael K. Williams, DMX. These are representations. And it matters. Powerful representations of the community. Feel that. Feel that hard, man. He was telling the truth. I'm going to play the next one in just a second here, which is a fantastic video. So Aaron Klister sending in a stream live. Thank you, Aaron. He says, getting hit from behind isn't always bad. Hell, that's how my lady and I have a child. What? Seriously, though, sir. Jesus Christ. Seriously, though, sir. Your words have more power than you know. Love you, Outlaw, and rest in peace, Chalky White. Hell yeah. Love you too, Aaron. And yeah, rest in peace, Michael K., Chalky White, Omar Little. Oh. Canada Rocks dropping a hard one here. Rocha, I just found out my neighbor who lived just underneath me committed suicide by jumping out the window. I heard the isolation got to him. Thank you for giving us a community to help us through the last year. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Royko. We've had conversations, you and I, We've had conversations. If the Outlaw Nation in any way, and I think you have told me that, I hope I'm not revealing too much. If the Outlaw Nation in any way has got you through some of those tough moments, brother, I love you madly. So respect. And I'm glad we could be there. I'm glad the community could be there. I'm proud of what we built in the Outlaw Nation. It's real. It's authentic. We're not afraid. We're there for each other. That matters. It ain't just about movies or entertainment or TV. It's about life. And I appreciate that we're there for each other. I'm not going to divulge the name, but the other night, one of the members of the Outlaw Nation revealed some stuff to us and asked us to be there for him. And we were there for him. And I was proud of that. I was proud of that we created a community that could do that in those moments. They want to talk all the shit they want to talk, but I know what we're building here. And I know what it is and what it's supposed to represent and what it signifies in the world. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate y'all wanting to be a part of it. It means a lot. And I appreciate y'all putting up with me. It also means a lot. So thank you. And I'm sorry you lost a neighbor there, Royko. That's terrible. It's terrible. But once again, it's the battlefield, right? You never know who's going to go down, and you never know why. If you knew him, respect the time that you did have with him. Appreciate the time you did have. You know, we're all on the clock, man. We're all on the clock. One way or another, we're all on the clock. So I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're dealing with that, man. Respect. Simon Section says, damn, I got chills just thinking about a DMX biopic starring Michael K. Williams, maybe in another universe. Maybe. But man, didn't he look like him? Didn't he like just embody him? You know, doing the whole thing was incredible. Even the little white beard was awesome. All of it works so well. Sterling Jones says, hey, you bring the good, Rocha. You talk about things that need to be said. That's right. I do bring the good. I'm just going to leave it at that. I bring the good. The Nation helped me a lot last year, says Sean. I'm so happy to be a part of it. Thank you, Sean. Thanks for being a part of it yourself, man. Thanks for all the cheesecakes, man. You're the best. Thanks for being a part of it as well. I appreciate it, John. We appreciate you being part of the Nation, bro. Honestly, we appreciate you being part of the Nation. Appreciate everybody in the Nation. You know, but those that go that extra mile, appreciate them even more. So thank you, Sean. Thanks for producing this show. Buy him a PS5. I know, Royko. I know. He wants that. He wants that special PS5. He doesn't want any old PS5 you see lying around. He wants another. He wants one that's worth a damn. I appreciate that. I respect that. All right, let's move on to another thing for Michael K. I want to play you another. Let me see if I can find it here. Another video of Michael K. because I think it's incredible. I think I shared it on my channel, so I'm just going to pull it up what I tweeted here on my Twitter. By the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter at The Rocha Says. I'm trying to get to that 35,000 follower mark, and I'm not quite there yet. So, all right, let's see if we can take a look at this one. All right, let me see if I can bring this up. Oh, we got to hit that pause. There we go. All right, this one is Michael K. Williams talking to different versions of himself on getting typecast as a black man. And I want to give it up to Choose Us, at CHUUZUS. He's the one who posted it. So I want to give him respect for posting it. And we'll put this up on, I'm going to put this up here and share it with you all. And you can watch it. It's about a couple of minutes. So I encourage you to watch it, please. Sharing the audio. Let's do this. Watch this and listen, and especially listen to the last 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
You think I'm being typecast? I don't know. Think this cat is typecast? It's a fucking cat, you know? Ain't got much choice. What if he moved to a new neighborhood? You know? Hung out with the poodle crowd, did poodle things, you know, become a poodle. Still be a cat, you know? But what if he convinced himself that he was a poodle and everyone else that he was a poodle? Wouldn't that make him a poodle? That's a good point. I mean, weird as shit, but that's a good point. And this whole metaphor is bullshit, yo. You hear me? You think everybody don't got a role to play? Huh? You think a white boy could have played Omar? You think you could play a president? I could. And I think we've seen the last black president for a while. I'm just saying. I think you're going to always be playing some version of Mike. Gangster Mike, old-timer gangster Mike, southern gangster Mike. But I'm not a gangster. Everyone that knows me knows that. Self-denying gangster Mike. Look, I picked these roles. Me, I made this path for myself. Did you? Yeah, did you? Or did they choose you? You think we would be doing what we're doing if we had a choice? Huh? Face it, man. Look, we from a certain type of people that come from a type of place that look a type of way. You know what that make us? Black. Typecast. If I were typecast, I'd be in jail or dead. But I'm here. I got out. Got myself out. You sure about that?
Damn. I mean, damn. That's what I'm talking about. That's the brilliance of that man's talent. Watch his face as he's himself, Michael K. Williams, listening to these different versions of himself. Remember, he's play acting off someone saying those lines, or those lines are being just read off camera by someone, maybe not even a stand-in, just someone reading his lines. Look at the look on his face. You seeing the real Michael K. Williams in those moments of like doubt or questioning, the real softness of Michael underneath the characters he played. You see in the video. And the video is essentially the inner conversation he's having with himself as a black man. Yeah, I got to be successful playing these gangster characters. But I could have played a president. I could have played something else. But they typecast me a certain way. I'm appreciative that I'm successful, but they only saw me a certain way. I think that's powerful, man. It's a powerful thing to think about. If people only see you a certain way and you let them see you a certain way, you got to take a look at yourself. Because if you don't want to be seen that way, you don't think you are that way, then you got to find some way to turn that around for yourself. And some people don't want to let you turn that around. Some people need to keep you in that box. They need to characterize you a certain way so that they don't have to change their perception of you, so that they don't have to change what they think about you, because they need you in that box. Because if you step out of that box, then you fuck with their power dynamic that they've built up in their own lives. Especially if they're a person who steps on you or makes fun of you or shits on you or abuses you or fucks with you. They need you to be there to be fucked with. They need to think less of you. They need you to believe you're less. And they show you with their actions how less they think of you. And if you keep staying in that situation, I hate to break it to you, at some point, you're responsible for continuing that relationship at that level, in that way. It doesn't mean you deserve what's happening. That's the difference. Deserve and responsibility are two different things. If you're responsible for getting yourself in, you got to be responsible for getting yourself out and changing people's perception of you. You know, when Kobe died, Kobe was on the precipice of completely changing how we saw Kobe. I think if Kobe had lived, we'd have almost thought of his basketball career as a footnote, as an afterthought to what he created. Like Muhammad Ali, we still remember the phenomenal fights, but it's the stance he took against fighting in the Vietnam War. It's the stance he took to symbolize being proud to be black. Those are important things. The playing career allows you the platform. The greatness in one arena allows you the platform. To be great in another arena. And I think Kobe was about to turn things around in such an incredible way in his life. Having done that Oscar-winning short, he was producing other things. He was looking to expand his mind, to expand the perception, to change the perception. Michael Kenneth Williams here, just from that back and forth, that video is showing you that his mind is changing. It's progressing. He's wanting more, that there's more out there for him to play. He's showing to all the casting directors, wake up and see me as something more than just a version of Omar. You know, that's up to you. I'm going through a change myself. I'm changing the perception of the channel, changing the perception of me, changing the perception of what I want to be in this sphere. It's not easy. Sometimes it's like dragging a boulder up the hill, but I'm going to fucking do it. And I'm calling on all of you to do it in your own lives. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be fucking easy. Nothing worth earning is. Just my 2 cents. Michael K says, Simon Section says, I would have loved to have seen Michael K. Williams in a Will and Grace episode. Oh, absolutely. He'd have been hilarious. You can tell just in that 2 minutes, there are certain, as I said, there's certain moments of softness, certain moments of questioning himself that are coming from almost a childlike place in his face. It's beautiful to watch. So you know he probably would have loved to have done a number of comedies or had fun playing against type. People see that scar and they think immediately, oh, thug or criminal or gangster or whatever. But there's more to be out there, and he wanted to be more. Yeah, thank you, Simon. I appreciate that super chat. Let me see if there's any more Streamlabs that have come through here while we've been talking. The video's still up, thank God, so we're not in any trouble there. Fred Tastic's in here. What's up, Fred Tastic? He says, thank you for your words. Very touching. Thank you for watching, brother. We all walk a path, and the more hands we have keeping us upright, the better our chances become. Well, that's a great way to put it, Fred. That is a fantastic way to put it. We all walk a path. I'm going to read it again. We all walk a path, and the more hands we have keeping us upright, the better our chances become. Absolutely. The Outlaw Channel and the Nation are definitely the support that helps me and others. Thank you. Also, hashtag always listen to Wong. Yeah, absolutely. Always listen to Wong for sure. Yeah, that's a great point you make, man. I will say this. I am a product of walking a path and having hands keep me upright. You know, after my suicide attempt in 2016, I had so many friends who rallied to my side, who stayed with me through 24 hours of the worst experience I've ever, who saw me slide into the hole and were blown away by, were moved to tears watching me slide into my depression. It happened while I was laying on a hospital gurney with two of my best, because they take your clothes because they don't want you to use anything to kill yourself when you go to the hospital for this. It was one of the most embarrassing experiences of my life, one of the most humbling experiences of my life. And this was after I had beat Dan Murrow for the title. Let that sink in. After I'd accomplished one of the greatest things I could have accomplished in the Schmodown, something I'd set my life to do. It was after that that I experienced what I experienced. The moments of triumph can be fleeting. It's, are you at peace with yourself at the end of the day? Winning and losing becomes irrelevant. It's about being at peace with yourself. Because when you're at peace with yourself, you're going to win way more often than you lose. And you're going to be able to ride out the losses and know you're going to get another shot in life. Yeah, maybe in the Schmodown too, but life is what matters. And as I was laying on that hospital gurney, watching two of my best friends cry as I slipped into a fetal position and was just lost in the suicidal depression, it hurt me so hard to watch them cry, because I could tell the depth of their love and affection for me and how it hurt them to watch me go into that place. And it's a place I couldn't take myself out of. It naturally, organically happened, and I went right in there, right in front of them. And then I had friends who stayed with me the rest of the night. I had friends who checked in on me every day. And then I had two friends who stepped up and paid for therapists for me for 5 months. to get myself out of the hell I was in. So you're right, Fredtastic. The more hands that we have in our paths to keep us upright, the better our chances become. But that doesn't mean that the people who succumb to this are somehow less valuable or weak, or that their struggle is less, should affect you any less. They fought for as long as they could. And that has to be respected and appreciated and loved. And it matters. It fucking matters. Scott Welsh. What's up, Scott? Thank you very much for your donation. He says, listen, and thanks, Fred, for that. I appreciate it again, brother. Scott Welsh was listening to a great podcast recently. No, not the Cinephiles. It's 500 songs that have influenced rock starting back in 1938. My God. It got me listening to a bunch of old R&B soul, mainly Sam Cooke. Do you have any favorite artists, groups, or songs? That's a great question. Sam Cooke is the best. He is my favorite. It's Sinatra and then Sam Cooke. Those are the two of my favorites. Listen to Sam's "A Change Is Gonna Come." You know, it's in the Malcolm X film that Spike Lee directed. And Aretha did a version of it, which is really incredible. But Sam captured the pain of that song. And this is a guy who was singing, Cupid, Bring It On Home to Me. Great songs. Some fun pop songs. Really sweet, fun, enjoyable songs. And the fact that even he could understand that pain when you hear that song. It's incredible. Yeah, I love Elvis. I love Sinatra. Love the Beatles. Some really great songs from all of them. Certainly, as you said, Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye. I just watched Aretha, the Jennifer Hudson film a few weeks ago, did a review for that, and it made me go and buy the Aretha Franklin, not the Aretha soundtrack, but the Aretha Franklin double album that's out there. I got it at Barnes & Noble and got to listen to it on LP, which is a great way to listen to the R&B voices. I mean, Miles Davis is my jam. I have a crap ton of Miles Davis. Bitches Brew. So many Miles Davis albums that I listen to all the time. John Coltrane's down there. Thelonious Monk. Great stuff. I also love the fun throwaway stuff. Simon and Garfunkel, not Simon and Garfunkel throwaway, but there's a lot of fun songs in Simon and Garfunkel, really, and there's some moving songs, incredibly well-written songs. There's fun pop stuff that I listen to as well. You got to have a balance. I think I have like 22,000 songs on my iTunes, for God's sakes. It's insane. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. If I could go through, I couldn't go. Let me see if I can go through my iTunes. I don't want to go through every song, obviously. Well, look, Jackson 5 come up right now. Dancing Machine. Shake Your Body. Can You Feel It from the 80s? Even love that one. Never Can Say Goodbye. That's a fantastic. Blame It on the Boogie. Get on down with the Blame It on the Boogie. Come on now. You know you can get on down to Blame It on the Boogie. Have you heard Anita Baker's first album from the 80s? Rapture? Rapture. Anita Baker's Rapture, that is a complete fucking album that is incredible to listen to. Yes, it can be kind of poppy mainstream R&B, but it's also an incredible singer's voice coming through her songs on that album. The first 3 or 4 albums, Sade's music is incredible. I recommend that. Some of Paul McCartney's solo stuff, Peter Gabriel stuff. You want to listen to a journey that you can go on as a listener? Peter Gabriel's fucking albums are incredible. Us, in some ways, Us is better than So in terms of the artistry and the musicianship and the lyrics of those songs. Yeah. Just a little something to throw it out there. Hold on, my lady Outlaw. She is there. She's arrived. at the place where she's going to stay for the next few days. So I'm glad to hear that she's got all her stuff inside and she is safe. Oh, damn it. I'm going to hate being without her. Sean, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Sean. Sean, thank you. It's very kind. Doug Develop. What's up, Doug? Says, hi, John. Early mornings for me are the worst. When I open my eyes, I'm alone and very scared. Yeah. I also sometimes wonder if life is even worth it. I listened to that old Chris Cornell episode 3 times to alleviate the pain, and it helps me a lot. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Doug. Thanks for letting me do that for you, man. But listen, that's you being proactive about where you're at. And that matters. I recorded that podcast years ago. It's an episode in the ether, right? But it's not like I re-record that episode every time you play it. You are taking the steps to listen to something to help you out of those places. And then it's me. It's very humbling. And I'm very blessed. And thank you. And I appreciate that. But that's you. I want you to take ownership of that. You are taking the steps to navigate through those moments. And that matters. You know, when I was going through the pits of the pit, I've told people this many times, maybe some of you listening to me for the first time, I had to meditate 5 hours a day sometimes just to function. 3 to 5 hours a day for like 5 or 6 months. 3 to 5 hours a day of meditation. Because what people don't understand who don't go through this is you can be in the deepest of depressions when you wake up. Doug's right. When you wake up, that is the worst time because your defenses are down. You're more susceptible. Your emotions, your feelings, all of it are just waking up. So you're more susceptible to slide into those pits, to slide into those bad places. It's also why you can study better when you wake up in the morning than later on in the day when you're more distracted. When you wake up in the morning and you kind of wake up a little bit and you start to study, you can absorb content better. You can memorize it better. It stays in your mind better. If you're naturally a person who wakes up in the morning and not someone who struggles with, who needs to sleep 12 hours, someone who wakes up in the morning, if you start to study, little tip, that's when you can retain the most amount of information in your brain. And to me, it was, I was with Doug. Same thing. I would wake up and go, what's the point of life? And it was an everyday struggle because my friends couldn't be there every day with me. I had to take ownership. I had to take agency for myself. And so discovering the meditation podcast, which my friend Mark clued me into, that changed my life. It saved my life. Many, many times. I've never got a chance to write them an email or a letter to that couple that do the meditation podcast. But I'm telling you, I would sit there and just listen to the podcasts of guided meditations, one after another, to get me into a place. And then what's crazy about this thing is that in the morning, it can hit you like gangbusters and it feels like it's going to last all day and never go away. And then eventually it does. And then it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and you can't even remember what it was like to feel that. It feels like that was 10 years ago. That's how crazy this is when you have it. Is that you can wake up in the deepest depression and then hours later, it feels like a foggy memory that it ever really happened. And you say, I feel so good. How was I ever depressed this morning? I feel okay. And the next morning you wake up and it's all over again. It's fucking Prometheus having his liver eaten out all over again. Yeah. It's the worst. It's the worst. So I feel you, Doug. And I'm glad, as I said, that anything I do can kind of help you through those moments and get you back squared away and moving forward, brother. Much love and respect to you, my man. We are 5 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't given this video a like, there's 80 of you watching me right now. Thank you very much. If you haven't given this video a like, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We want to get over 18,000 subscribers. Would really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you. Any fans of the Dave Matthews Band? Yes, Sterling. I like Dave Matthews stuff. I'm not going to follow him from city to city, but I like Dave Matthews stuff. Chris Boland says, I guess the trolling doesn't work here. No, Chris, it doesn't. Nice try though. I appreciate it. If you were the one trolling, nice try. Go on about your day, bro. We're talking about real shit here. Go troll someone else's channel, my man. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me see if I've got any more Streamlabs or Super Chats that have come through. Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor, here it is. Says Peter Gabriel's washing of the water makes me weep like a baby every time I listen to it. Yeah, that's a great one, Chris. That's a great. Do I have? Let me see if I have. Hold on. Let me see, because I want to remember if I have the album or not already on my iTunes. You know, sometimes you transfer stuff. This is the newer computer from a year or two ago. So I think I have Us on here. Yeah, there it is. Come Talk to Me. Doug, you want to listen to something really powerful in the morning, man? Come Talk to Me is fucking devastating. 7 minutes of devastation that can also inspire. Yeah, Love to Be Loved. Blood of Eden. Oh my God, Blood of Eden is the one. Yeah. Yeah, Blood of Eden. Well, 14 Black Paintings. That's a fucking awesome one too. Yeah, Digging in the Dirt and Steam are good, but yeah. Yep, and the one Chris mentioned, of course, as well, Washing of the Water. Washing of the Water is devastating. Absolutely devastating. My friend Nicole had asked me to go to a Peter Gabriel concert. I think it was while in the middle of my deepest depression. And I was like, I can't, there's no way I'll survive that concert. I'll run out of that concert. I know I will, because I've seen Peter Gabriel's stuff on YouTube live. It is immersive. It is transcendental. It will absolutely take you to another place. And I was afraid that it might trigger my stuff. I didn't want to go there. So yeah, great point, Chris. Great one to mention for sure. All right, let's see where we're at right now. What do we got? How many likes have we got so far on this one? 101 likes. Thank you very much, everybody. Crossed 100 likes. Much love to all of you. Much love and respect. Thank you very much. Got about 80 you still watching now. Hopefully we'll get over 100 watching. We shall see as we go along here. The Book of Love. Yes, The Book of Love, Sterling Jones by Peter Gabriel is amazing. I hope that's the title. Yeah, The Book of Love is long and boring. And that's the lyrics in the song. The Book of Love is long and boring. And no one can lift the damn thing. And it's I think it was written. Oh God, what's the name of that group? It's a dude who recorded stuff in his basement or in his bedroom. What the hell is the name of that guy? Damn it. Somebody knows, right? The Book of Love. Somebody, was it Machines? What is it called? What's the damn Magnetic Fields. The Book of Love. Is that what? That's it, right? The Magnetic Fields. They wrote this thing. Oh yeah. Oh my God. If you haven't heard Book of Love, the original version of it by Magnetic Fields, you need to. I love Peter Gabriel's version. Don't get me wrong, but Book of Love by Magnetic Fields is great. And if those of you who are into like listening to depressing music or listening to melancholy music, that Magnetic Fields album, what's it called? 69, I think is what it's called. It is incredible. And I think the dude just recorded it in his living room, sitting down, singing into a mic. I know Billie Eilish recorded something in a bedroom. Go and listen to this. Magnetic Fields, 69. There's so many great tracks throughout. I think I need a new, there's just great stuff. And when you're melancholy, look, Iron and Wine, Kings of Convenience, some Colin Hay stuff, his acoustic stuff. Obviously the Shins and Magnetic Fields. I had a whole melancholy mix, man. Before the Depression, I had a whole melancholy mix. But since the Depression, I have to be very careful when I listen to that music, because it can send me down a tailspin. Simon Sections is watching the John Carter trailer made me love My Body is a Cage by Peter Gabriel. Oh, that's a good one, too. A great reference there, Simon. Absolutely. My Body's a Cage. That is fantastic. Certainly. Have you heard Peter Gabriel's soundtrack to The Last Temptation of Christ? Oh. Listen, you don't need drugs. Just lay down, have a good pair of headphones on, and put that soundtrack on. You can find on YouTube HD. Just the whole soundtrack, back to back, or as one file. I think sometimes people upload it. Listen to it. It will absolutely take you to a whole nother place, man. A whole nother place. Some people might say church. Like people say, take you to church. though I don't know if Peter Gabriel goes to church. So I'll put that out there. All right. Let's see here. What do we got? We got another super chat. Oh, Doug says, yeah, thank you very much, John. On a lighter note, it's MTV's 40th anniversary. So what were your favorite music videos growing up? Sledgehammer has to be on the list for me, but my favorite is Freedom 90 for obvious reasons. Yeah, well, yes, true. A lot of supermodels in that. I appreciate that. But also for the lyrics, Freedom 90 is fantastic. That's also George Michael going through that change. I have listened Without Prejudice. I bought the remastered, the 180 gram remastered. It's fucking gorgeous to listen to. I love that. That's his best album. The Faith is fine. It's good. It's got some good pop songs. It's good stuff. But Listen Without Prejudice Volume 1 is stellar. That is an artist showing you what he can do as he's transitioning out of this pop icon into something else, into someone who wants to be taken seriously. And of course, we lost George Michael early as well, at least early in my opinion. And I still go back and listen to some of his other stuff that isn't on those two albums. Have you heard his Killer / Papa Was a Rolling Stone? You want a workout? You want a workout track? George Michael's Killer Papa Was a Rolling Stone combo? Holy shit. I listen to it when I'm lifting weights all the time. It's incredible. It's fantastic. You got to listen to that. But yeah, Listen Without Prejudice, which Freedom 90 was on, is stellar. Favorite music videos growing up. Let's see. Obviously, I'm going to cop out with the easy ones of Thriller. Listen, you've asked me about something that I am very obsessed about, and that is music videos. I don't think I can share this, or can I share this? I have my Apple TV up. Let me see if I can share this with you all. I don't think I can share it with Sean. No, wait, maybe. Yeah, here. Sean, can they see this? Can you guys see that? See, that's all my music videos. So this is all music videos that I download off YouTube and keep to watch whenever the hell I want. All music videos. And we just got to the Jays. I mean, I've got so many. I got all of Kanye's shit. All of Kanye's. Yes, I'm a Katy Perry fan. I'm no shame on that. Like, this is all the music. Some Madonna music videos, which are great. Mariah Carey. Michael Jackson, of course, recently passed as well. Love Nancy Griffith. Some of the Nero stuff, some of the EDM from Nero. Paul McCartney's got Peter Gabriel, Pink Floyd, Randy Travis. Sade's music videos, which are great. Sean Colvin, one of my favorite singer-songwriters ever. Yes, Spice Girls. I got no shame in my game. Yes. Those ladies were great. Suzanne Vega, Tears for Fears. Tribe Called Quest, of course, man. Yeah. Some Zed. Some Wham. Yeah, Wham. That's right. I got no shame in my game. I got a lot of them. Safety Dance, hell yeah. Fatboy Slim's weapon of choice. Absolutely. Chris Taylor, I used to lift, you son of a bitch. I used to have muscles on this body. Don't worry about it. You know what? You know what? You know what, Chris? Just because you shut your mouth off, I'm going to show you something. Just because you shut your little fucking mouth off. Hold on. Can I do this? Hold on. Let me see if I can bring this up. Let me see if I can bring this up, Chris. Let me show you a John Rocha that used to be. You little shitbird. Where is it? Where did I put it? See, it pushed me, and now I got to take a look at things. I don't even know where I put it. Did I put it somewhere? Where did I put it? I thought for sure. Hold on. Let me see if it's here. No. No. Is this it? No. That's someone. No, hold on. You guys can blame Chris Taylor for this. He's the one who made me kind of do this. You guys can blame Chris Taylor for this. You guys can blame Chris Taylor for this. He had to shoot his mouth off. I think is it here? No, maybe not. Oh, well. It's going to take too long to find. I thought I had it out for people to look at. I don't remember where it is. Maybe it's down near the bottom of the Yeah, there it is. All right. Let me show you something, Chris. Back when the man used to lift. Let me see if I can bring this up. Yeah, here we go. You ready? You see all that weight, motherfucker? It's CrossFit time, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Too easy, bitch. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. There you go. See the one. Yeah, man. That was a 330, I think 330 pounds of leg press. And then I had the record at my CrossFit gym for a few weeks of dead. I had 475-pound deadlift. I can't find that video. I don't know where that video is, but I had a 475-pound deadlift. So was there a little arc in my back? Yes, there was. The form wasn't 100% great, but I still did the deadlift. So those were the days, man. Those were the days. But maybe they'll become. There's a CrossFit gym around the corner. It's just that CrossFit is like $200 a month, man. That's a lot. I'd have to put that as one of my goals on my Patreon to help pay for my CrossFit. All right, there you go. That's a little glimpse into the world of Rocha there, the past of Rocha way back when. Cave CrossFit, that's where I used to be at. Fucking love that place. They were so great. Yeah, Sean Barrett says, Aha, Take on Me. Absolutely. That's a great music video. Yeah, that's a great music video. The Beastie Boys, What You Want, or Sure Shot. Sure Shot's one of my favorites in terms of music videos. Let's see here. What else? I mean, Wanted Dead or Alive. That's a great music video. Bruce Springsteen's music video for I'm on Fire. When it's that woman who's possibly going to cheat on her husband with him. Pour Some Sugar on Me is a fantastic music video. Dirty Vegas, Days Go By. That dude doing the dancing all through that video is awesome. Remembering when he was a dancer and that his dancing cost him the love of his life. It's a fucking great story in a music video. Sean loves this one. Drake, Hotline Bling. Come on now. Sean loves to dance to Hotline Bling. I don't know when Hotline Bling. He knows what he likes to do that shit. Yeah, Eric Pride's calling me. Hell yeah, dude. That's a great one. Space Window. That is a fucking great one. Absolutely. Sterling, wait, that's a song, Sterling. It's not a music video. Unless you like that music video. I don't think it was a music video, but that is a damn good song by the Fifth Dimension, Marilyn McCoo. By the way, if you haven't seen the documentary on Hulu about the 69 Harlem Festival, the Fifth Dimension are featured prominently in a certain section of that documentary. I can't recommend it enough. And they interview Marilyn McCoo and her husband, Bill, who was part of the Fifth Dimension, about what it was like for them to perform at the Harlem Film Festival. So if you haven't watched that, I would recommend it highly if you enjoy the Fifth Dimension, because you get to watch them perform live. Well, not live at the concert in 69, but you also get to hear them in present day speak about that experience. And it's pretty moving. It's very moving part of the documentary for sure. Chosen Nightwolf says, hey, John, love you on the Cinephile, Steve Morris. Keep up the great work, buddy. Thank you very much, Chosen. I appreciate that. Yeah, Summer of Soul. That's the film. I reviewed it on my channel. I loved it, Summer of Soul. So good. Yes, thank you very much, Marcus and Janine. Yeah. Sterling Jones says, oh, shoot, I forgot about the documentary. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, definitely put it on your list right now. Put it on your watch list. You don't have to watch it right now. Put it on your watch list, though, because that's one to watch, definitely. I already spoke about the Jazz, Janine. I already spoke about the Jazz. Hold on. I mean, where do I start? Well, first, here. That's my Sam Cooke, Portrait of a Legend, the double album. You got to get this thing, ladies and gentlemen. So good. This, my girlfriend got me for my birthday. I didn't even know this existed. Bill Withers at Carnegie Hall live. This was a current reissue. You guys, this is an incredible concert with Bill Withers. You know Bill Withers, he sings that Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. It's so good. What's the other one of his? Lean on Me. That's right. Lean on Me. So good. What else I got in here? I got my Beatles. Where's my jazz? We got Hotel California, which I think T sent me as a gift. Thank you, T. The Eagles, Hotel California. I love Eagles. There's my kind of blue. There's Miles Davis. Doug. There's my Listen Without Prejudice, Doug. You got to get this. It's a great remaster. Sinatra at the Sands. Give me a break. This is an incredible live concert with Sinatra at the Sands with Count Basie and his orchestra. Where's my jazz? Yeah, I haven't even popped this one open. Blue World, the John Coltrane one. Whoo, I can't wait to listen to this one. I can't wait to listen to this one. And they got my other stuff down. I don't want to be just showing my whole collection and shit. Simon Section says Don Johnson's Heartbeat. He's a cameraman looking for a heartbeat in a war zone, and Giancarlo Esposito is the bad guy. Classic. Yeah, it is. If you've seen the entire video of that, not just of the song Heartbeat, but apparently this had a whole accompanying movie that was like 45, 50 minutes long. I think it's on YouTube somewhere. That's an experience for sure. That's a hell of an experience for sure. So shout out to that. Jimmy Smith. I do not listen to Jimmy Smith. Royko, sorry, bud. I don't. But I appreciate. Oh, wait. What else? I got. I don't know. Do I have it? Sean, do I have it? I think I have a list. Oh, here we go. Roca record collection. I always have everything cataloged. Yeah, Chet Baker. I've got some Chet Baker in my discs, on my albums. Yeah, John Coltrane, Blue World, Miles Davis. I got Bitches Brew. I got Complete Birth of the Cool, Kind of Blue. Milestones, which is great. Sketches of Spain, which is incredible. Roundabout Midnight. Oh, my God. Roundabout Midnight is stellar. I got Nina Simone's I Put a Spell on You. If you haven't heard that album, do yourself a favor. Listen to that album. Yeah, those are kind of the jazz ones that I've got for sure. No, there is no Sir Mix-a-Lot. Fantastic. I have no Sir Mix-a-Lot albums. Sean, what else I've got? Was I supposed to talk about tonight, man? I forget what I put on the list. We've had so many great questions. I've kind of went down a wormhole here with these questions. What do I have on the title? Let me see what the title says. Yeah, Shang-Chi box office. How about that? $85 million, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to say, I thought it was incredible that the movie did so well. Amidst all the anti-Asian rhetoric that is out there surrounding coronavirus and COVID, and some of these right-wing nutballs who are encouraging this kind of attack on Asian people, look how the world has responded. And it hasn't even debuted in China yet. We're going to see how it does in China. But look how the world has responded, especially domestically, this country has responded by going to see this movie in droves. You know, even Simu Liu tweeted out, this is for all you haters who thought we were going to flop or who thought we were going to do well or underperform. Look how it did. Pretty incredible. And remember, this is the 25th movie in the MCU. 25th. This is like what, the 8th origin story movie or 10th origin story movie. And yet it came with the thunder, and people came out in droves to see it multiple times during a pandemic. And yes, we are, regardless of what they tell you on Fox News or Newsmax or wherever those crap networks, We are still in a pandemic. People still went out to see this film multiple times and give it their money and have it explode the box office. So I think that's a wonderful sign for our country, something to take some solace in or find some hope in with all the madness going on out there, is that people went and broke the box office records or box office expectations rather for Shang-Chi and just shattered them, not by 1 or 2 million, by almost 10 million. Because I think it was 75 was the projected, or was it 50? Maybe it was 50. So might have broken by 35 million. Pretty incredible. Yeah, Douglas says all those anti-SJW YouTubers are whining now because it did so well and are now twisting themselves into pretzels trying to dismiss its success. Yeah, some people have to have that nonsense in their minds because, or in their products, because that's how they sell. Like all these people came after, and I watched a few of those videos, the Masters of the Universe, Kevin Smith stuff. I understood some of the legitimate criticisms and complaints, totally understood that. But there are some people who crafted videos that purposely left out story beats or changes or journeys or paths or mischaracterized certain interactions. Some people make a living off creating hate on the internet, creating hate on YouTube for product, and they're getting hundreds of thousands of views, and I won't dial into that. I won't dial into that nonsense, but some people do it and they're quite successful, but eventually that thing eats itself. I don't understand the point of fomenting hate. When you haven't created anything but a YouTube channel, I don't understand the idea of fomenting hate against something creative, and especially if you purposely or willfully leave out certain sections of a storyline or an argument in order to prove your points. I liked the first 5 episodes of He-Man and Master Chief. I understood what they were doing. They took a chance on this thing. It isn't without its criticisms, of course, but I'm looking forward to what we get on the back half of the first season of He-Man. I'm looking forward. So we shall see. Rocha, kind of bummed. You only have 3 Van Halen videos on your list. Didn't see, but may have missed it. No Metallica videos. Tisk tisk, LOL. The Black Album remastered for its 30th anniversary comes out on the 18th. Yeah, no Metallica videos. You're right. I should have, but I'm not. I don't know if I'll like the Metallica ones you like, man, because I like I Disappear. Enter Sandman, obviously, for the Sandman. But I don't go deep into Metallica like some of y'all do. It just ain't something I'm called to do. And Van Halen, there haven't been that many great Van Halen videos. There have been a couple, 2 or 3 good Van Halen videos. But once you get beyond that, just the guys in the band. Like, I won't have a jump because it's just them jumping on stage the whole time. That's not a artistic music video. But Right Now is interesting. I like that one. What else? I don't know what else I have. Hot for Teacher. That's a fucking awesome music video because I had a story to tell. That kid, the nerdy kid, going to school, the black and white stuff, it all works. So you got to be a little artistic for me to get into that stuff. Hot for Teacher. Yeah. One. That's a great Metallica video. Yeah, absolutely. One is fantastic. You're right about that, Scott. I forgot about that one. Enter Sandman, says Douglas. Absolutely. I love Enter Sandman, especially when fucking Sandman used to come out to that shit. Yeah, at ECW, when you hear the doon, the crowd would just fucking lose their shit. Come out with that beer, doing his thing. It was great. So anyway, shout out to Shang-Chi. Congratulations to them. If you want to watch our spoiler review from the Geek Buddies, it is up on the channel now. We have a fun time talking about it for an hour and 5 minutes. We probably could have gone on for 3 hours, but we wanted to keep it to about an hour so it could be easily consumable by the people who were trolling around YouTube trying to find spoiler videos or spoiler review videos to watch. So we were hoping to keep it. And, the non-spoiler one did about 3,500 views overall since we dropped it on Sunday. So that's positive. So hoping the spoiler review does at least as much that, if not more, as the days go on. We shall see. And yeah, we had a great time. Like I said, we had a limited to an hour and 5. We could have gone, honestly, 2 to 3 hours. There was much more to dive into. And maybe some point we will later on this week or next week. Maybe we will. Then again, tomorrow we have that interview with Kay Cannon. were dropping. She just had Cinderella drop on Amazon Prime. It's the #1 streaming movie over the weekend. Starring Camila Cabello, Cuban actress, Cuban American actress, rather. So great to see her be a part of it. But yeah, interesting stuff. We're going to talk about it with her tomorrow. All right, what's the other thing I had, Sean? Looking at the private chat here, The Matrix 4. Yeah, did you guys see The Matrix? I can't play it because it's 16 seconds long. It was 5 seconds long I could play it, but I can't. The Matrix trailer or teaser trailer dropped, 16 seconds long, blue pill, red pill next to each other, and then it becomes the dropping code there. And we're supposed to get the trailer on Thursday. We're pushing back our Geek Buddies episode. We normally record on Wednesdays, but we're pushing it to Thursday so we can talk about the trailer. If the trailer drops on Thursday morning, I will absolutely be doing a trailer reaction. If I happen to be up at midnight, and it drops at midnight, I might do a trailer reaction live at midnight, which would be a lot of fun, seeing how many people would be willing to stay up with me or who are waking up to hang out with us live. Yeah, the teasers look nuts. Absolutely agree with you, Justin. Great stuff. And some of the coverage of the teaser trailer, people who've seen the trailer at CinemaCon, some of the coverage there is excellent. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to get. Yeah, it's the way it works now. I love pork and chicken. Trailer for a trailer. This is the game. People love it. People love it. Yeah, that's my Matrix sound. So we'll see what happens with that. I like that the 16. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, here it goes. I Disappears. Great song and video. Absolutely. I thought they put it on the Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack. I think I Disappear. I love that song. Seek and Destroy is the live one that they use that they had on the WCW album for Sting. Seek and Destroy live, the 7-minute track. That's an awesome Metallica song. When homie's at the end, he goes, "Now I hear you." It's so awesome. That one is always on my workout mix, whether Chris Taylor wants to believe that I lift a weight or not. That is always on my workout mix. Yeah, Matrix trailer drops at 9 a.m. 6. Okay, so I'll get up at 6 a.m. Look, the Lady Outlaw's not here. So I can get up at 5 a.m., take a shower, do my business, have a little coffee. Not coffee, have a little iced tea. Wake up and do a live 6 a.m. trailer. Maybe I'll start at 5:30 a.m., kind of build up into it. See what people expect to see. Then we'll do the trailer reaction at 6. And then maybe I'll break out the trailer reaction as a separate video to add on to the overall trailer reaction there as well. All right, let's see here. Yeah, MI2 soundtrack. Absolutely agree with you. Severely under. Yes, absolutely. Limp Bizkit song is fucking great on that soundtrack. You're absolutely right, dude. 1,000% agree with you. I remember I was doing that reality show, Combat Missions, back when MI2 came out. And I remember just listening to that song on repeat, the Limp Bizkit song. That's definitely their best song ever on repeat off of because they mix in the Mission Impossible theme song into that song. What is, okay. God forgive me. I'm going to do it. God forgive me. I'm going to do it. Yeah. What is the song? What is the song? Take a look around. That's right. Take a look around. That's the song. Got him down. It'll kick you in the ass. I know why you want to hate me. I know why you want to hate me. Now I know why you want to hate me. Because hate is all the world seems to seem lately. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. That's a great jammer. That's a fucking great rocker, dude. Great suggestion, Tushka. Forgot about that. Yeah, I am absolutely going to stream like crazy on Twitch. If I get my questions done tomorrow, because I'm already dropping a trailer reaction video in the morning tomorrow for the Belfast trailer. I probably won't get more than 300 views on it, but fuck it. I'm committed to do these trailer reactions and reviews. And if I'm prepped for the Cinderella thing, then maybe I'll just jump on Twitch in the morning and play an hour or so, or later on in the afternoon after we're done with the interview, maybe I'll pop on for a couple hours and play something absolutely fun. Yeah, Youth of a Nation. Outlaw Nation better than Youth of a Nation. No, I will not take such sacrilege about POD, man. I dig Youth of a Nation. We are Youth of a Nation. That's right. Justin Toner says, got to wait until tomorrow for What If. Got work in the morning. Oh, that's right. What If comes out tonight. I wish I could do those reaction videos the way Wendy and the Real Rejects do. I mean, they stay up so late just clipping out those 6-second clips. God love them. And late to the party as well. Shout out to them. God love them for doing that. That is not an easy thing to do. It is crazy. All right, see what else we got to talk about here, Sean. We might have to wrap it up soon. We're getting the second hour here. Oh yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch comments. I want to adhere to what I was going to talk about here with Benedict Cumberbatch. So Benedict Cumberbatch has a new film coming out. It's a Western directed by Jane Campion. And it is called Power of the Dog. And homie that I interviewed on the Deep Cut, he is in it as well. Cody Smith McPhee. Really great conversation we had on the Deep Cut. He and Benedict Cumberbatch is playing a sexually repressed cowboy in the 1920s. And now remember, we didn't even touch upon this with Michael K. Williams. Both his character Omar in The Wire is a gay, and in Happen Leonard, he played a gay Vietnam veteran. So, no problem playing these characters and not turning into stigmas or not turning it into, it was so incredible when he was playing Omar as a gay character and he just happened to be gay. Wasn't a thing they made a big deal about. It just was. So it was great to see that kind of approach to it at a time when they were still playing it for laughs or being stereotypical about it and what have you. But anyway, Benedict Cumberbatch is playing a sexually repressed cowboy in the 1920s when homosexuality, this is getting from CNN, was widely stigmatized in many places. So, and he's straight. He's married to a woman, and he was talking to IndieWire at the Telluride Film Festival about his casting. And he said, quote, "It wasn't done without thought. One of the appeals of the job was the idea that in this world with this specific character, there was a lot that was private, hidden from view," he said. And Cumberbatch plays Phil. That's the name of the cowboy. It's based on a 1967 novel of the same name. His sexuality is hinted at, but never overly confirmed by the author Thomas Savage. Cumberbatch added that acclaimed New Zealand film director Jane Campion, quote, "chose us as actors to play the role." And this is where he says something's real interesting. He said, quote, "I also feel slightly like, is this a thing where our dance card has to be public? Do we have to explain all our private moments in our sexual history? I don't think so." And he played Alan Turing, a World War II codebreaker who was also gay. And he underwent chemical castration in The Imitation Game. So this is not the first time that he's played characters that are gay as a straight man. Or is it cisgender? Is that, I want to make sure I get that, or cisgender. I want to make sure that I get that right. But, James Corden was cast, as a gay character in The Prom. That got a lot of flack for sure for the way he played it, even though Gordon was nominated for a Golden Globe for his performance. So it becomes a thing here. And Guy Lodge, who said in an interview with The Guardian, he's a critic, he said the idea that playing a gay role is, quote, "a brave decision for a straight actor," is becoming less dominant, which is evidenced by the lack of buzz for films such as Ammonite and Supernova, which focused on queer love stories portrayed by straight actors. "I think the idea of being brave for playing gay is going away," said Guy Lodge. "I think that in itself is seen as fairly unremarkable now." So I do find this to be very interesting territory to tread, because I get what Cumberbatch is saying, which is, look, we were cast to play the character. I'm an actor. My sexuality should not enter into the equation. But on the other side of things, we're also opening the door to being more equal for the casting process for people who have been underrepresented in these fields as actors. And so if that's going to happen, then yes, some of these cisgender actors are going to have to step aside and create the space for gay actors to come in and take those roles and play those roles. I'm going to publish my interview with Richard E. Grant next week for the film coming out. Everybody's talking about Jamie on Amazon Prime, and Richard E. Grant is married. In fact, sending some love to him. He lost his wife recently, posted a beautiful tribute to her on Twitter, but he's playing a drag queen, a gay drag queen in the movie. And I'm not going to ruin the movie for you, but you know, he's never been drag, he's never done drag, nothing like that at all. But he plays the character. Now, should someone else have stepped in and played it? In my opinion, I don't think so. But if someone had stepped in and played it, and Richard E. Grant was moved to the side so that a gay actor could come in and kill that role and do just as well with it, if not better than Richard E. Grant, then I have no problem. Then I think that's great. So we're just in this really interesting transition place, open place to making people aware of these situations, making people aware of these things. You know, there's even a Korean joke in Shang-Chi, because the joke has been that it's Simu Liu, who is not Korean, playing a Korean character on Kim's Convenience. And so they made a joke about someone calling him Korean in the movie when he was in high school that he had to kind of go toe-to-toe with. So, you know, even there, you've got the kind of situation. And within the Latino community as well, for example, a lot of us know Tony Plana has played every Latino from every country ever created or that ever existed in the history of the world. Because at the time, you couldn't be specific. You couldn't go find a Cuban, a Bolivian actor to play a Bolivian character, or an El Salvadorian actor to play an El Salvadorian. You just cast whatever well-known Latino actors were available. Certainly Rita Moreno, same thing. Done a million characters from different places. And that's kind of how it goes during those times. But now you got to start being more aware of what's happening and opening it. And I got no problem with it. You know, Benedict Cumberbatch is not suffering for work. You know, he can step aside if they want to go that route. If directors, studios, producers, creatives, casting directors want to create the space for gay actors, transgender actors, Latino actors, black actors from specific black countries or what have you, to step in and play these characters, I think there's nothing wrong with that. But he makes an excellent point about, well, should my sexuality be on display in order to be validated for doing a role or not doing a role? I think that's a valid concern, because you could argue someone's sexuality is their own private choice. You know, they don't have to publicize it. They don't have to confirm or deny whether they are a member of the LGBTQ community or not. I think that's fair. So it's an interesting place, a really nebulous place that we're in right now, that depending on the project, are we willing to kind of say across the board, only gay actors can play these gay parts? Or are we a little more open to say, well, let's make sure we find the best actor? I don't know. But I think it's a project to project basis, I think, in my mind. But I'm a cisgender. I think I'm a cisgender male. Is that how it's said? I'm a straight male, cisgender male. That's who I am. So I would love to hear what gay people believe, of LGBT community actors and creatives believe about Benedict Cumberbatch statements, because I think they're really interesting statements for him to make overall as an actor who's played many, many things. So yeah, I dig it. So anyway, just something to think about. I really thought it was really interesting for sure. Oh yeah. Douglas says, I really thought Richard Grant was gay in Kenya. It certainly felt that way as you were watching it, right? So yeah, certainly possible. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Cisgender just means you identify with the gender you were assigned at birth. You can be cisgender and gay. I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm cisgender straight male. Is that what it is? I just want to make sure. Am I? Yeah, I know cisgender and gay are two different things. I know that, Royko, but I'm trying to understand what I am, which is, am I cisgender straight male? Is that what it is? I want to make sure that that's correct there. Oh, Fredtastic14 says, did anyone throw Weird Al out there for music videos? Oh, it's so funny you mentioned that. Today, as I was driving to get a little bit of food before I started the show, the Weird Al 8-minute American Pie version of The Phantom Menace came on, and I hadn't heard that in forever. And that song is excellent. Yeah, I'm a cisgender straight man. Okay, thank you, Canada. I appreciate that, Royko. So, and that music video is fucking stellar. That is a great music video for any Star Wars nerds to watch. I enjoyed that thing. So yeah, shout out to you. I think that's the one I put on there. Although Can I say that? Oh, Fat. I thought Fat's a good music video. As a person who struggled with his weight, I don't take offense to that music video, but of course I respect people who do take offense to that music video. I'm not going to begrudge anyone anything. But I like that music video. Like a Surgeon, not so much. What other music? White and Nerdy, I think, is really funny. White and Nerdy was funny. Oh, Amish Paradise. Yeah, the one that pissed off Coolio. Amish Paradise, that's a good one. Amish Paradise. I kind of love Amish Paradise. That's a good one. With him sweating and shit. That's really, really funny. All right, let me check the Streamlabs Super Chats. And if we've got no more, we'll wrap it up here as we'll cross the second hour. I need to get some sleep. Let's see here. Christine was in here. Thank you, Christine. Hey, Christine. I hope you've been enjoying the stereo show. My girlfriend enjoys having you come in with your comments, so thank you very much. Christine says, pretty bummed that Shang-Chi isn't available on Premier Access since we're on lockdown. You'd think since it was filmed in Sydney, we would get a special exemption. Anyway, your non-spoiler reviews have been great. Thanks again, Rocha. Thank you, Christine. The Lady Owl loves you on the stereo show, so thank you very much for being a part of it. We will be talking about Shang-Chi this weekend on the stereo show. We talked about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse last weekend, so we'll jump into Shang-Chi so more people can watch it. Aaron Clister says, can we do a karaoke night sometime? I love singing along with Mrs. Franklin in Chain of Fools. Absolutely. That could be a fun thing. Maybe we do it in the Patreon so it's not there in the public for everybody to see. So I'm down with that. I absolutely down with that. I love Chain of Fools. That's a good one. If you want to knock that one out, then I better get to knock out Think, because that's my jam right there. You better think. All right. Simon Section correcting himself. Let's see if there's anybody else that I've missed here. Oh, Aaron. Hey, what's up, Aaron? He says, that argument is so goddamn stupid. When Matthew Broderick got the part of Simba, no one was giving him shit for not being a fucking lion. It's called acting. Now, please call me out if I'm being too ignorant. No, I don't think you're being too ignorant, but that was 1992, brother, man. And if you recall, Lion King now, they cast black actors to play both young child Simba and older Simba. Black actors played all those characters. So it's in Africa. You got to respect that and cast that way. So in 1992, you can find Disney being rife with characters that should not have played the characters that they've played because they don't have a connection to the ethnicity of those characters. I mean, all through Aladdin, I think it's all white actors who are voicing Aladdin. Obviously, the Blue Genie is a separate conversation, but those are Middle Eastern characters, I believe, in Aladdin. So you'd imagine you'd have Middle Eastern actors to voice those characters. So back then, it was something that people were talking about, but certainly post Black Lives Matter and post Me Too, there's more of an awareness by the studios to make sure those ethnicities are represented correctly on their animated stuff or in their live action stuff. So yes, it's the lion thing is not quite the right correlation. I get the joke that you're making, but it's not the right correlation because obviously that's an animal versus a human being. And yes, I know we're all on the mammalia scale. I understand that, but you know what I'm getting at. But the idea that you'd have a white actor voice Simba, I think that would not fly today. And so because the pendulum has swung so far the other way for decades, where white actors could play everything from Native American to, yes, black people, if you remember Soul Man, and of course Tropic Thunder, but that was done for a different reason. It's a joke, and it's intended to be a joke. And what have you, and Latinos, white actors play Latinos. Ben Affleck playing the Latino guy lead in Argo, one of the most recent examples, shining neon light examples of people casting themselves in roles when they're not that ethnicity. So it happens. What I'm saying is, and I think what a lot of people, a lot of diversity people are saying is, let's swing the pendulum back the other way and let people who actually are from those groups play those characters. And then maybe at some point once we even the playing field, we can swing back to the middle and the best actor can get the role overall. So we're just opening the door to having that possibility. And I think there's nothing wrong with opening the door to that possibility, exploring that possibility, and having that happen for a little while. And then maybe we swing back to the middle and it's okay. But it's not like white people are suffering for fucking characters to play. White people, both male and female now, I mean, they're clear. It's not just a white male thing, white female thing too. They're not suffering for characters to play. They're doing just fine. There's multiple characters to play. black characters, Latino characters, Asian characters, people of color characters, there's not as many opportunities for those actors because of those characters overall. Not a lot of the white creators write characters like that, you know? I love that Sex in the City has all of a sudden realized that there's diversity in New York City and are casting people of color to play these roles for this upcoming show. But they've always been there. And they purposely kind of not put them in there, just like Friends, not putting people in not putting more diversity in. Meanwhile, they're living in fucking New York, you know. So it's just the kind of thing that you want to see kind of change a little bit, Aaron. I think that's what a lot of people are getting it. But I take your point. I take your offense. I understand your upsetness at that situation. All right, I think this is good. Let's kill it here. And let's end it for the night. You guys have been incredible. Thank you very much for all the Streamlabs and Super Chats. You know, I never know what's going to happen when I come on to do a show. And the fact that we've been talking for 2 hours and almost 15 minutes and it's gone by like that is just an example of how great you guys are and how much I enjoy you all and love the vibrant chat. And we've consistently had 75 to 80 people watching us the whole night. So thank you very much for joining me. This is the kind of sweet hour. The 8 o'clock hour is really good for me. So I appreciate you all staying up. Appreciate you all hanging with me. And thanks again for all the Streamlabs and Super Chats. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button now. Where are we at in terms of likes? 122. So let's get to 125, you know, before we wrap up here. Would love to get 125 likes on this video. Also with the Outlaw Nation, tomorrow, as I said, the Kate Cannon interview. Also, I think I think there are more giveaways coming. I've got some A Quiet Place 2 Blu-rays to give away. So I'll be announcing that on my social media to let you all know. I know I've got some Shang-Chi ones to send out to people. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. And also there's another giveaway that I've got coming up. I got some Fast and Furious 9, Fast 9 stuff coming out that I can give away as well. To let you all know. Let me take that comment down to let you all know. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening. More and more studios are starting to send me stuff to give away. So that's going to be cool to see more and more interactive and more interactivity here on the Outlaw Nation channel. All right. That's it for me. Thank you to Sean Barreto, who produced the show, helps me produce the show. He's the best. Stays up and hangs out with me. Appreciate it. Please follow me at The Rocha Says on Twitter and on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Twitch, it's The Outlaw Nation, all one word there. Follow me there. And if you want to join our Patreon, like I said, 2 hangouts a week. We got some shows coming. It's a great group in the Discord. They stay up late, hanging out, watching movies, talking about life. They're an awesome crew of people. Can't encourage you enough. And also the Outlaw Nation Movie Trivia League. You have to be part of the Outlaw Nation, I think, at a certain level for 3 months because you've shown your commitment to the Outlaw Nation. And then you can join the Outlaw Nation Movie Trivia League. So if you want to join that, go and take a look at the multiple tiers that are available there for you to do that. All right. I think that's it. And I'm going to end the show like I end every show. And I think even more so, more emotion to it tonight than ever for a number of reasons. But whatever you need to do to get through the next second, next minute, next hour, next day, next week, next month, next year, I want you to do that. Because you never know what's waiting for you on the other side. And as I've said, I've been in the darkness. I've been in that cave. For those of you seeing Shang-Chi, I've been in that cave of darkness. I understand what that is. And climbing out of it, and I understand how hard it is to climb out of that. But we are here, as Fred Tastic said, with the hands to help you stay up and keep going and increase the odds that you keep going. So thank you for letting us be here for you, letting the nation, the Outlaw Nation, be here for you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight and talking all the entertainment and fun stuff and music videos and music and all of that. The great conversations that we had. You guys are awesome. You all, male, female, sorry, you all are awesome. And I love hanging out with you all when we do these shows and when we're all feeling it and having some fun hanging out. You guys are the best. So I want you around as the nation builds and grows, as we're about to cross 18,000 subscribers, marching to 20,000 subscribers. I want you all around to see how we build, because all of you own a brick of the foundation of the Outlaw Nation. All of you. All right. Okay. I love you. Stay strong. Do what you need to do to be on the right path, and take a step, even if it's a baby toe, a pinky toe forward. It's at least going forward. And that matters. And if you fall back, if you stumble, if you trip, dust yourself off, learn the lesson, get back up, even though it takes every ounce of your strength to get back up, and keep moving forward. You never know what's waiting for you on the other side. I didn't. And look at all the stuff I've been through in my life because I found the strength through this friendships and through my own strength to keep going. Okay. All right. I love you. Be well. I'll talk to you soon. And we'll talk to you next week with another brand new episode of the Outlaw Nation Show. Peace.